Hi YouTube. I know it's been a little bit of a while since my last video. I actually did record one. I guess it's been a few days. We'll just say that. It's been a few days. I did record a video, however I never uploaded it because I thought it was just a little bit of me ranting about a police officer showing up, and I didn't really think it had much substance that was worth it. Sorry, my cat's running around. So today's video I'm going to talk about is not really, what's going on in my life right now, what am I doing day to day. For me, it's more of just something that I've dealt with, and I wanted to talk about it and just put it out there in case somebody's searching it, comes across and it's like, oh, I'm not the only one. Because I think sometimes just familiarity, similarity, just people need those things. So I have a screen on my other one and it's coming up and it's freaking me out because I'm just like staring at somebody. Okay. So the topic for today is trust, honesty, and putting the two together to get the help that I need, and then being okay with having that amount of help. So I think I go on in my other video that Gwen is no longer seeing me as a therapist, or anything really. But besides that, one of the reasons she told me, well, she said there was many reasons she could no longer see me as a therapist, one of them being that I no longer trust her. And there you can see my cat in the background. Which is true. I am trusting her less and less, which has been going on for the past month or so. So I guess part of it was I felt like I was relapsing and getting worse, but I didn't want to tell anyone and say, oh yeah, I'm getting worse. Like, I'm not eating anymore. Like, I lost weight. Hey, yeah, I did. I'm cutting every day. No big deal. I don't voluntarily give that information out. And I didn't. She could just see, like, visually that, oh, wow, she is losing weight, or, well, I'm not really telling her everything during sessions. So the biggest issue I have is I don't trust many people, and a lot of that is, yes, from my past. I don't trust anybody from the things I went through. But I also have had a very bad experience with the mental health field and providers, different treatment centers, treatment care. I have had so many tell me, like, kind of like what Gwen did, I can't see you any longer. It's not working out, you're not progressing. Just, if there was a reason, I was told it for why I couldn't see somebody any longer. So I'm not trusting very many people to begin with, let alone when I do find someone, I'm constantly challenging the trust to see if, okay, well, if I do this, are they going to leave or are they going to stay? And along with the trust is my honesty piece. If I don't trust them, why am I going to tell them everything, and why am I going to be honest? Which, when I wasn't honest with Gwen, it was because I didn't trust her much anymore. But anyway, so one of the reasons right now that is really making this trust and honesty piece big is, I guess you would say, yes, I am relapsing between self-harming and restricting, and also just a lot of suicidal impulses. And they consider it medication abuse when I don't take it as the way I'm supposed to, whether I'm taking more of it or just not at all. So most of it I'm taking more than I should, but it's not a complete overdose where I need medical attention for it. But I'm not telling people that I'm not eating because I'm afraid that, I'm not eating, they're going to realize, like, oh, you're not eating, we need to get you somewhere where they're going to make you eat, and then I'm going to get fat. Or, I'm going to lose the control that I have right now, and I'm just going to have to, here's that least favorite word, surrender, and let someone take over all my eating for me. Make me drink and sugar, make me eat more than I'm supposed to, or than I think I'm supposed to, tell me I can't run, just anything like that is very freaky for me. Hi, sweetie. Sorry. Maybe he'll jump up then. Come on. No? Okay. But so there's the eating piece. The self-harm piece is I'm afraid someone's going to realize, oh, well, either that's not that serious, like you're fine, like stop trying to tell us that something's wrong with you and you're okay. And, I'm afraid they're going to pull the attention piece because it's not what I do. I mean, if I hide them and I don't tell people about it and Gwen was the only really therapist I've had that said, I need to see what you did, where you did it, and everything. And that just was very embarrassing to me to have to sit there and have someone, look at my arm or my leg or my stomach, like just for them to be like, okay, yeah. And in my head, I'm like, oh, well, they don't think it's that bad. Or what if they think it's worse than what I think it is? What's their opinion or their take going to be on it compared to mine? Plus, I've had a lot of, I had one program that I went to for my eating disorder a couple years ago. Since I'm no longer allowed that, anytime I had a self-harm issue, they sent me inpatient because to them that was just as bad as trying to kill myself, which I didn't agree with that one because, like last night and tonight and many nights before, self-harm is what keeps me from overdosing or trying to take my life. It's to me a step down, and it's okay to do as long as I'm not taking pills and ending up in an emergency room or hospital or the ground. But also, so we have the eating disorder, the self-harm, the suicidal piece. Of course, I'm definitely afraid to tell anybody because I have had such bad experiences inpatient. I'm afraid I will get sent in again. And there isn't much around here, like this small community. I work at the only hospital within 30, 40 miles that has an inpatient unit for psych. And I actually did just work on that unit. About a week and a half ago. I just worked on the behavioral health unit, so I'm not going to just come back and be like, oh, hey, I'm going to be admitted now here. And it's probably similar patients and, of course, the same staff. And I even have a friend that works as a CNA there. Not, I was a nurse and they're a CNA. So it just would not be good. And I'm sure I could get sent somewhere else, but still I'd have to go to that emergency room. So I'm pointing that direction because that's where the hospital was. They're about a mile and a half up my road. I'd have to go to that hospital for the emergency, and I worked there 2 weeks ago. I'm going to work there tomorrow and the next day, and I think I have one more shift there before I move to a different unit. So it just... Oh, sweetie. There's just too many... things that it would not go well. One, I would rather actually be unconscious so I wouldn't know what was going on. But then there would also be I don't know. There's just too many things going on in my head for me to think about it that way. But yeah. So I went over the eating disorder piece, the self-harm, and the suicidal piece. Anyway, put them together. If I am, even trusting enough that I'm going to be 100% honest with somebody of, yes, I'm not okay, things are not right, and this is how they're not fine, I'd also have to stick around and be honest and trusting long enough to, so I have cat hair on my nose, be okay with the treatment I would be getting, because I know, eating disorder. They wanted to try and get me into Shepherd Pratt's eating disorder program, and I said no because I can't be a vegetarian there, and I have been a vegetarian there for the same, if not longer, than my eating disorder. And it's not an eating disorder thing. It's just I mean, I don't care about the calories because I eat soy meat products. It's the fact that it grosses me the heck out to eat an animal byproduct. But anyway, I am not okay with being sent to an eating disorder treatment because I know I would gain weight, and that again I'm not okay with. Self-harm wise, I don't think much would come of it, except that I know Gwen had said she felt I would do better in a partial or an IOP program that would give me more support than just seeing her 3 times a week, which is still a lot to begin with. And I know, honestly, you mention anything with suicidality, you get admitted to an inpatient unit. I mean, it's just, that's the only thing they can do for liability reason and my safety and for the heck of them, because they don't know what else to do. They can't believe me or not. I mean, I don't even know for myself what I'm going to do. So why should I let someone else, believe the bullcrap I give them when I don't even know if that's true. But yeah. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I know not many people watch my videos, but if you somehow, somewhere along the line, watch this and want to, comment below, below, on how you deal with trusting, honesty, and letting others know when you're not okay, and how you deal with getting the help that you need when you know you need it, but you're also afraid to get it. So, thanks, guys. Have a good evening, day, morning.